What's going on, y'all? It is Friday, August 7th, 2026, and I'm at work right now. However, today is Friday, and that signifies that I only have one more week left of work. I'm excited about that. One more week before I am finished with my 9 to 5. I couldn't be happier. Like, a lot has happened since I posted my last video when I had like 4 weeks left. Um, it's a lot of tea in that, but I don't know that I'll go into that right now because I am currently at work, taking my own little break right now because there's no one here for me to see. So they have me wasting my time coming over the bridges, tolls, and all of that when there's literally no one here for me to see. But what can I do, right? I just got to do what they want me to do, but that's why my leaving because I can't. I can't. But anyway, y'all, so I am feeling happy. I'm feeling happy that I only have a couple of days left. Um, I'm also feeling excited that I can start to put this chapter behind me and, start thinking more about my next step, which is going to esthetician school. I will be learning a lot there that I'm really excited for. I really want to do a video about why I chose to go to esthetician school. So be on the lookout for that. I think now that I only have one more week left of work, I will try to do that video sometime in between after I finish working and before I start school, just to give you guys a little bit of insight into that. And it's hot as heck right now. As you can see, like the sun is like beaming on me. So I don't have the air running right now. I want to try to save on gas a little bit, but that's another reason why I'm gonna try to keep this short so that I'm not out here sweating for too long. I could go back inside and have the air going. But yeah, I just wanted to sit and reflect on how far I've come because I've been here at this job for 2 years and 2 months now, and just reflect on like how I'm feeling right now. Hold on, somebody's coming, y'all. But yeah, so with some of the things that have been happening over the past couple of weeks, it's just pretty much confirmed my decision, like that I'm making the right decision to leave. Um, and I couldn't be happier. And all I can say is like, if you guys ever feel like you should be making a certain decision or something like that because you feel it in here, but up here is telling you something else, I would say to listen to what's going on in here because a lot of the times your intuition is right. Like if you typically are, you have your stuff together and you typically like to think things over, maybe you're an overthinker, whatever the case might be, I would encourage you to really start to tap into like what you want and what you're thinking about rather than what everybody else around you is saying, or you know just downplaying like your own inner dialogue, because a lot of the times we know what we need before we really know what we need, if that makes sense. Like, before we're settled on a direction, I feel like a lot of the times inwardly we already know what we need to do. Like, you just need to be able to sit still and listen to that voice that is a lot of the times um, drowned out by the outside noise and the outside expectations. So if I would have listened to what I was feeling sooner, I probably could have been somewhere else by now. But personally, for myself, I think that the timing is on point to what it needs to be, because I know I'm the type of person where, like, I need to experience certain things and also get to a certain point in that experience to where it's like a point of no return. Because otherwise, if I don't stay and like I'm just like out before I can like learn the lesson, so to speak, and really feel the lesson, then I can oftentimes find myself like back in that situation or back in a similar lesson, because I didn't really fully learn the lesson, or I didn't fully get the I don't know the term to use. I didn't fully get everything that I needed to get out of the lesson to make sure that I wouldn't like end up back there, you know. Um so make sure that you learn the lesson, but don't shortchange yourself. So like, learn the lesson, but make sure you comprehensively learn the lesson. Learn every single part of that lesson that you need to learn first before moving on. And it's no shame in that, right? Like, life is full of lessons. So we're each going to be learning our own lessons as we go through life. And so knowing that there should be no rush to try to leave a certain lesson, you know what I mean? Like, before you're ready to truly learn it and graduate from that lesson. Um, in this instance, for me, it took me, I guess, 2 years and 2 months to learn the lesson. And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? When I look back at my time here, it's like I don't really know what I would have done differently or what I could have done differently that would have helped me to learn the lesson any quicker. I've had other work experiences that were not at all like this. This by far is my worst working experience, just holistically, from the management to how things are run, the structure of, you know, the job, um, and also like how it affects or how it affected me mentally, emotionally, physically, things like that. So yeah, this is by far the worst job that I had. I don't um I don't know where I was going with that, but I can definitely put that on record that this is the worst job holistically that I've had. And so there was a lesson that I needed to learn in this. So now that I have experienced this, moving forward, if I ever find myself in another 9 to 5, I will know what to look out for. And I would know also what my boundaries are, what I can tolerate versus what I will not tolerate. So then that way, I won't spend another 2 years and 2 months at a place that I know isn't really for me and that doesn't really care about the well being of their employees. Um, it's so crazy how management can make or break your experience, because the organization that I work for, I know some people have also had the same experience within the same department or division, but there's some folks that's in different departments that didn't have this experience. So I recognize that each experience is unique, even if you are working for the same company. Um, but I can't cry over spilt milk, because you know certain people's experiences was not my experience. I can only go off of what my experience has been and move accordingly. So I am happy to have this chapter come to an end. And yeah, all I can say is I feel lighter in anticipation for that last day that will come soon, which will be a week from today. And a week from today, my whole life will change um, for the better. And I can say that off rip because where I am right now is not for my better, is not for my betterment. So no matter what this next chapter holds, I know that is better than being where I am right now. So that's all I can say, truly. But I am hopeful for the next chapter and whatever it has to teach me, whatever abundance it has to bring me. I am looking forward to it all. So I guess I'm realizing that life, there is no manual to life. There is no certain way that it needs to be lived. And really, life is just that, it's meant to be lived and experienced. So I'm excited for my experiences that are yet to come. And yeah, sorry about the lighting too. I recognize that the lighting isn't that great, but it's like just right here on me. But um, yeah, I don't know what else I could really say right now. It is hot as hell. So I actually want to go back inside and not belabor the point right now. Um, yeah, all I can say is I feel lighter than I've felt in quite some time. And I think it's going to be very important for me moving forward to cherish this point in time where I have nothing to do and use this as a means to recalibrate what it looks like for me to go forth in the world and just exist. You know what I mean? Like what it means to do work, what it means to give my energy, and to be very mindful and protective of that. Um yeah, because what I don't want to happen is I leave here and then I end up in another situation where I'm stressed out because I did not take the time to protect my energy and my boundaries when it comes to work or the demands that the world places on me, you know. So this is going to be probably the first time that I get a true break from everything, really, from work and just having to be responsible. I mean, I still have like bills to pay. So, you know, I'll have to tend to that, but I do have, you know, savings um that were meant for times like this. And so I can rest in that a little bit and know that things will be okay. But when it comes time to actually go back to working, because like I said, I might find a part-time job, I might not. It really just depends on how things play out. But when it comes time for me to get a job again, whether that is a part-time job or through this new channel, this new avenue that I'm taking for my life, through the beauty industry, or even if I find myself in another 9 to 5 job, um, I need to make sure that it is something that is aligned with who I am and my values as well. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about a lot, but it's also hot, and I'm just pressed for time right now, so like I can't really dig too deep into that thought. But just know I have a lot in my mind. I have a lot going through my mind right now with all of this. And so I think I'm exactly where I need to be, and I will continue to process as I go along this journey. Um, but the most exciting thing for me is that I have one more week left at my corporate job as a clinical research coordinator, and whatever's to come, I'm ready for it. So thank you guys for like just checking in and rocking with me, and I will be sure to provide another update or another video at some point in time soon, because now that I'll be done with work in a week, I'll have a little bit more time. Again, I want to use that time to rest, so I don't want to do too much, but I owe you guys a couple of videos. I owe myself a couple of videos, so be on the lookout for that. And until then, be good, take care, and enjoy life, man. Continue to be authentic to who you are, and don't allow anybody or anything to take that from you. All right, take care. Bye.